Okay, so today we will have a look at a really important topic for GCSE Higher Maths, algebraic fractions. So, an algebraic fraction is just like a normal fraction, except that it includes letters, variables in the numerator, the denominator, or both the numerator and the denominator. And you need to be able to add them, subtract them, multiply them, divide them, and also simplify them. So you'll need to do all the regular things that you do with fractions with these as well. Okay, so for this topic, you need to be super good at factorization. So if you feel like you need to work on factorization, I suggest working on that for some time and then coming back to this. So let's have a go at factorizing the following. So with the first one, we just have to take out the highest common factor. So here we're going to take out the 8x, and so inside we'll just be left with x minus 4, okay, because that expands out to form that. With these other quadratics in 2, 3, and 4, we have to find out, wait, just 2, 3, you have to find out what two numbers make a sum of minus 7 and a product of 12. Okay, so two numbers that sum together to make minus 7, but their product is positive 12. So that's going to be x minus 4 and also x minus 3. Okay, the next one is having a look at two numbers that make a sum of positive 3 and a product of minus 10. So that's going to be minus 7, 7 and minus 3. Sorry. Two numbers that make a product of minus 10. So that's going to be 5 and negative 2. Because these 5 minus 2 is 3, but timesing them together is minus 10. Now for this next one, I would times 3 and 6 together, so that's going to get me 18. So now I want to find two numbers that the product is 18 and the sum is 17. So what two numbers times together to make 18, but they add together to make 17? So let's break it down into all the numbers that times together to make 18. You have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, 4 and, no, not 4, sorry. Okay, so this question, actually, you need to use the quadratic formula for it. Because can you see here, this would be minus 2/3, which you wouldn't be able to get. So you'd need to use the quadratic formula at GCSE. You wouldn't be expected to do that. Okay, next we will have a look into simplifying algebraic fractions. So to simplify algebraic fractions, you need to factorize both the numerator and the denominator and then cancel out the common factors. So here, x squared minus 9, I need to factorize that. And I realize that this is a difference of two squareds. So it's x plus 3, x minus 3. And for this second part, two numbers that add to make minus 1, but multiply to make minus 6. So I know that it's going to be minus x minus 3, x plus 2, because that adds to make minus 1, but times is to make minus 6. Okay, so that's going to give us x plus 3 over x plus 2, because we can cancel out this and this. Okay, so that's for simplifying algebraic fractions. Next, we will have a look at a few more examples. So again, we do the same thing here. So with the first one, I'd pause the video and try it, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so here we're going to factorize it first. So we get 4x minus 5, and then at the bottom x minus 8, x minus 5. So that's going to be 4 over x minus 8. Second one again, in the numerator, we have a difference of 2 squares. So it's going to be x plus 4, x minus 4. And then for the denominator, we're going to have x minus 5, x plus 4. So the x plus 4 is going to cancel, and we're going to be left with the following. Now let's have a go at multiplying algebraic fractions. So you would need to factorize numerator and denominator, cancel the common factors, then multiply. So here for the first example, we don't need to factorize it because there's nothing we can really factorize. What we can realize here is that 4 and 16, we can cancel the common factors here because the common factor is 4. So if I divide this bit by 4, I'll just get 1, and divide this by 4, I'll get 4. And then with the 15 and 5, if I divide 5 by 5, that just gives me 1, and 15 divided by 5, that gives me 3. So at the top, I'll have 3ab, and at the bottom, I'll have just 4. Okay, the second one, the first fraction, we can't factorize, but the second one we can. So I'm going to rewrite this. And for the second part, I'm going to factorize it out for the numerator and then also the denominator. So I can cancel that along with that and that along with that. So I'm actually just left with 3/5 here. Okay. So first one is just 3ab over 4 and second one's just 3/5. Now dividing, it's very similar to just dividing fractions. But here we would just flip the second one. So we'd flip it and then cancel the common factors. Okay, and then we would also just multiply the numerator and denominator after we flipped it. Okay, so here the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the flip. Okay, so factorize then flip, but for the first part we don't need to factorize, so I'm just going to flip it. So here 77 divided by 11, so 11 divided by 11 is just 1, 77 divided by 11 is 7, sorry. And then here we can cancel one of the x's with one of these x's. And then we know that 9 and 15 can both be divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, 15 divided by 3 is 5. So at the top I will have 5, and at the bottom I will have 21xy squared. Next one, again, pause the video, have a go. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize and flip, but I'm going to do it all in one go. So factorize the top, I know it's the difference of 2 squares. So I have x plus 2, x minus 2. And for the bottom, two numbers that times to make minus 32, but add to make 4. Well, that's going to be so they times to make minus 32. Yeah, so it's going to be minus 8. Sorry, plus 8, x minus 4. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to times it and flip it and factorize it. So I'm doing a lot in one go here. So it's going to be 5x plus 8. And then this one factorized two numbers that times to make 6, but add to make minus 5. That's minus 3 and minus 2. Okay, so we can cancel the minus 2's. Remember, you can cancel them diagonally. So here you'll be left with 5x plus 2 in brackets, or you can expand them and then x minus 4, x minus 3. Okay, just check your answers. And let's move on to adding and subtracting. So here, when you're adding, the first thing you'll have to do is you'll have to find a common denominator. Okay? Then find the equivalent fractions with that denominator, just as you would with very regular fractions. And then add or subtract the numerators with that denominator and simplify, if possible. So see if you can actually have a go at this yourself. Pause the video, have a go, and we will go through it. So here, let's make a common denominator first. So the common denominator will be 28. The LCM, in other words. Then we're going to find the equivalent fraction. So we'll need to times whatever this is by 7 because we've times 4 by 7. So we need to times that by 7. Because we've times this by 4, we have to times this by 4. But remember to put the brackets around it. And then that can all be over one thing. So we'll have 7x plus 7 plus 4x minus 12 over 28. So that's going to be 11x minus 5 over 28. And this is a subtract one, so in the exact same way, but here to make a common denominator, we'll just times the x minus 2 with the x plus 4, okay? And so we'll times the top as 9x plus 4, and we'll times the left with the x minus 2, okay? So at the top, we will have 9x plus 36 minus 8x plus 16. And then the bottom is just going to stay as x minus 2, x plus 4. So at the top, we'll get x plus 20. And then the bottom will stay the same. Okay. So here are the answers. Okay. Did we get x plus 20? Sorry, 36 plus 16, that's 52. I thought it was minus 16. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it'll be x plus 52. Okay, now I need you to pause and solve. Okay. So for this question, we would do the regular thing that we did with the adding and subtracting of fractions. So the first thing we would do is we'd make the common denominator, which would be 2x minus 3, x plus 1. We would times the x by x plus 1 for the left numerator, and the 4 by the 2x minus 3 for the right numerator, and we're going to make that equal to 1. So we'll have x squared plus x plus 8x minus 12 over 2x minus 3, x plus 1, and that equals to 1. Okay, so we'll simplify the top, so that's going to give us x squared plus 9x minus 12. That's going to equal to 2x. I'm just going to expand this because this times is over on this side. Plus 2x minus 3x minus x minus 3. Okay, now it gets a little bit complicated. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it equal to 0. So take away the x squared. So 2x squared take away x squared is just x squared. Minus x take away 9x is minus 10x. Minus 3 minus 3. And then because it's minus 19, we would need to add 19. So that's going to be 22. Okay, now think of two numbers. Okay, now we can just use the quadratic formula to solve it. So let's use the quadratic formula. So what we can do is we can plug it all in and find out what x is. But once you've got to this, you can just put it into the quadratic formula, and that's in another lesson, so I'll explain that later. Okay, try this question as well. So again, pause the video and go through it. Okay, so for this question, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first just work with the different fractions. Okay, so it's going to be 3x minus 3 minus 4x plus 3 all over x plus 3, x minus 3. And that's going to equal 5x over x squared minus 9. Okay, so that's going to be 3x minus 9. Take away 4x plus 12 over x plus 3, x minus 3, which is going to equal 5x over x squared minus 9. Okay, now from this, what we are going to do is we're going to simplify this. So that's going to give us minus x and then minus 9 minus 12, which is minus 21. Okay, so this becomes minus x minus 21. And then we are going to cross multiply. So here we'll factorize that as well, actually. So that's x plus 3x minus 3 times by minus x minus 21. And on the left, we have 5x, x plus 3, x minus 3. So now this can cancel with this can cancel with this, and we'll be left with 5x is equal to minus x minus 21. Add the 21, so 5x plus 21, and then that actually just becomes minus. Wait, sorry, this becomes 6x because it's you're adding it on. 6x is equal to minus 21. And so x will be equal to minus 7 over 2. Okay? So that's your final answer. And with the first one, yeah, just plug it in and see what you get. Okay, next. Okay, now it's simplification. But again, you just need to factorize. So I'll give you a moment to pause and to factorize, and then we will go through it. Okay? So with the first part, this is going to be factorizing out 2x, so you'll get 2x minus 3. The second one's a difference of 2 squares, 2x minus 3, 2x plus 3. So here, we can just cancel this with this. Okay, here we're going to do two numbers that times together to minus 18, add to make 7. Well, we know that that's 9 and minus 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this middle number into 6x squared plus 9x minus 2x minus 3, because that part, it makes 7x. Okay? So then to factorize this, I'm going to split it here. I'm going to find the HCF of here, which is going to be 3x. So inside the brackets, we'll have 2x plus 3, and that bracket stays the same. So what we factorized out here is just a minus 1. So the top bracket is going to be 3x minus 1. So again, if you don't get this, I'd really review factorization because it's really important. And there's different methods for this, so don't just stick to this one. And then for the bottom one, I'm going to do 9 times 1, which is 9. So two numbers that times to make 9, but add to make minus 6. So that's going to be minus 3 and minus 3. So I'm going to write 9x squared minus 3x plus 1. And here I'm going to split it down the middle, factorize out the highest number. So it's going to be 3x minus 1. Same with here, it's going to be 3x minus 1. So we're going to factorize out minus 1. So we'll have 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1. What you could have also done is noticed that it's a difference of 2 squares, which I didn't notice, but you could have done it like that as well. So my final answer for this one was 2x over 2x plus 3. And for this one, it's 2x plus 3 over 3x minus 1. Okay? These are quite hard questions, these last two slides that I've gone through. But yeah, you can pause the video, rewind, and really understand factorization. Okay? So we will do a lot more practice on this topic because it is a tricky one in our group sessions. What I would do for now is try the questions to the best of your ability. If you weren't sure about some of the factorization, go over factorization using my videos or any other videos, or you can join the catch-up calls as well. And then next lesson, we're going to be having a look at quadratic sequences. Okay?